Your Mazda is smarter than you think, and that's actually the problem. Modern Mazdas have dozens of computers, sensors, and calibration systems all working together. When everything is perfectly calibrated and communicating correctly, your Mazda runs flawlessly. But over time, things drift. Sensors accumulate errors, calibrations shift, computers learn bad habits, and suddenly, your Mazda isn't driving the way it should. Rough idle, poor fuel economy, erratic transmission shifting, a seat that doesn't cool properly, warning lights that won't go away. Your first instinct is to call the dealer, and the dealer's first move is to charge you $150 for a diagnostic fee before they've even looked at the car. But here's what they won't tell you. The majority of these problems can be fixed with simple reset procedures. No tools, no equipment, no diagnostic software, just specific button sequences, driving patterns, or simple procedures that recalibrate your Mazda systems back to optimal operation. I've been working on Mazdas for years, and I've watched customers pay hundreds of dollars for dealer visits that consisted of nothing more than a technician performing one of these exact reset procedures. Today, I'm giving you all 10 of them for free. Let's get into it. Reset number 1. The PCM reset, the master reset. This is the most powerful reset in your arsenal. The powertrain control module manages your engine, transmission, fuel system, and dozens of other critical functions. Over time, the PCM accumulates adaptive values that can drift significantly from optimal. Rough idle, poor fuel economy, hesitation during acceleration, erratic shifting, and even some check engine lights all respond to a PCM reset. The procedure: disconnect the negative battery terminal. Press and hold the brake pedal for 30 full seconds. This drains residual electrical charge from the capacitors, completely wiping the PCM's adaptive memory. Wait a full 10 minutes before reconnecting, not 5 minutes. 10. Reconnect the negative terminal. Turn the ignition to on without starting for 30 seconds. Start the engine and idle completely undisturbed for 10 minutes. Don't touch the gas. Don't turn on accessories. Then, drive for 20 minutes. 5 minutes of gentle city driving, 10 minutes of steady highway cruising, 5 minutes of return city driving. This relearn drive teaches the PCM fresh, accurate adaptive values across all operating conditions. What it fixes: rough idle, poor fuel economy, hesitation, erratic shifting, minor sensor-related check engine lights. Reset number 2. The idle relearn procedure. After engine work, battery disconnects, or throttle body cleaning, your Mazda's idle often becomes rough, high, or unstable. Most owners assume something went wrong during the service. Usually, it's just an uncompleted idle relearn. The procedure: drive until the engine reaches full operating temperature. Temperature gauge must be in the middle. Come to a complete stop in drive, automatic, or neutral, manual. Do not touch the gas pedal. Let the engine idle completely undisturbed for 3 full minutes. The ECU establishes the correct idle baseline for your engine at operating temperature. Turn the engine off, wait 30 seconds, start again, and verify idle is smooth between 600 and 800 revolutions per minute. What it fixes: rough idle after maintenance, idle that surges up and down, idle sitting too high or too low after battery disconnect or throttle body cleaning. Reset number 3. The throttle body relearn. After throttle body cleaning, battery disconnects, or replacement, the throttle position sensor needs to relearn its 0 position. If it's not calibrated, you get hesitation, stumbling during light throttle inputs, and idle instability. The procedure: engine must be fully cold. Turn the ignition to on without starting. Wait 3 full seconds. Slowly press the gas pedal all the way to the floor, taking 5 seconds to reach full throttle. Hold full throttle for 3 seconds. Slowly release the pedal, taking 5 seconds to return to idle position. Wait 5 seconds. Turn the ignition off and wait 10 seconds. Start the engine normally. What it fixes: hesitation during light throttle, stumbling on acceleration from low speeds, poor throttle response after cleaning or replacement. Before we continue, if you want the complete guide to every Mazda reset procedure, plus the maintenance schedule that prevents these issues, click the link in the description to download your 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint. It covers everything you need to keep your Mazda running perfectly for decades. Let's keep going. Reset number 4, the TPMS reset. After rotating tires, changing a tire, or adjusting pressure, your TPMS often shows incorrect warnings. This is one of the most common reasons Mazda owners unnecessarily visit the dealer. The procedure: set all 4 tires to the exact pressure listed on your driver's door jamb sticker. Locate the TPMS reset button, usually under the steering column or in the glove box area. With the ignition on, engine off, press and hold for 3 seconds until the TPMS warning light blinks 3 times. Drive above 25 miles per hour for at least 10 minutes continuously. The system relearns sensor positions and clears the warning during this drive. Cold weather tip: if the warning appears every cold morning and disappears after driving, add 2 psi above the recommended pressure during winter months. What it fixes: TPMS warnings after tire rotation, pressure changes, or tire replacement. Reset number 5, the power window relearn. Every time you disconnect your Mazda's battery, the power windows lose their one-touch auto-up and auto-down memory. Most owners assume the window regulator is broken. It's not. It just needs to be retaught. The procedure: close the window completely. Press and hold the window switch in the up position for 3 full seconds after the window is fully closed. Release the switch and test the auto-up function. Repeat for every window. The entire procedure takes about 2 minutes. What it fixes: one-touch window function that stopped working after a battery disconnect or replacement. Reset number 6, the steering angle sensor reset. After suspension work, wheel replacement, or alignment, the steering angle sensor can fall out of calibration. Symptoms: stability control behaving erratically, lane keeping pulling incorrectly, and warning lights. The procedure: drive to an empty, flat parking lot. Drive in a straight line at 20 miles per hour for at least 50 feet. Come to a complete stop. Turn the steering wheel fully left until it stops. Hold 3 seconds. Turn fully right until it stops. Hold 3 seconds. Return to center and drive straight at 20 miles per hour for another 50 feet. The stability control warning light should extinguish after completing this sequence. What it fixes: stability control warnings after suspension work or alignment, lane keeping that pulls incorrectly. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice for my Mazda guys. Reset number 7, the AC climate control reset. Your Mazda's climate control microprocessor accumulates errors over time. Blend doors drift, temperature sensors shift baselines. The compressor engages at wrong thresholds. Result: AC that blows warm despite correct settings, or temperature that doesn't match the display. Before spending $1,500 on an AC diagnosis, try this reset first. For automatic climate control, turn the engine on with everything off, AC off, fan off, manual mode. Press and hold the recirculation button for 5 full seconds. While holding, press and hold the AC button simultaneously. Hold both for 5 seconds, then release both at the same time. The display will flash, confirming the reset. Over the next 60 to 90 seconds, you'll hear faint clicking from behind the dashboard as blend doors recalibrate. Don't touch anything during this process. For manual climate control, disconnect the negative battery terminal. Wait 10 full minutes. Reconnect and test. What it fixes: AC blowing warm, temperature inconsistency, AC that stopped working after a battery disconnect. Reset number 8, the sunroof relearn. If your Mazda's sunroof stops auto-closing or loses its one-touch function, It almost certainly needs a relearn, not a repair. This commonly happens after battery disconnects or manual override during a power failure. The procedure: close the sunroof completely. Press and hold the close switch for 3 to 5 seconds beyond full close. Release, then press and hold the open switch. The sunroof will open fully and tilt. Hold the switch for 3 additional seconds after it reaches the tilt position. Release and press close. Test the one-touch function. What it fixes: sunroof that won't auto-close, lost one-touch function, sunroof that stops mid-travel after a battery disconnect. Reset number 9, the fuel economy display. Reset. Here's a reset that turns your dashboard into an engine health monitoring tool. Your fuel economy display averages consumption over time, meaning recent aggressive driving or cold weather drags down the displayed average permanently. You can't trust it to reflect current efficiency without resetting it. The procedure: every time you fill up, reset both the trip odometer and average fuel economy display simultaneously. Hold the reset button on your steering wheel or instrument cluster until both reset to 0. Why this matters for engine health: a sudden 10% drop in fuel economy with no change in driving habits is one of the earliest warning signs of developing engine problems. Failing oxygen sensor, clogged injector, coolant temperature sensor issue, early spark plug degradation. Resetting at every fill-up lets you catch these drops, tank by tank, instead of averaging them away over thousands of miles. This free habit has helped owners catch engine problems worth thousands of dollars before they became catastrophic failures. What it fixes: inaccurate economy display, inability to monitor real-time efficiency changes that signal developing engine problems. Reset number 10, the battery registration reset. This is the most overlooked reset of all, and skipping it causes problems most owners never connect to their battery replacement. When you replace your Mazda's battery, the charging system needs to recognize the new battery specifications. Without registration, the system continues operating parameters optimized for the old battery. The new battery gets overcharged or undercharged. Electrical gremlins appear. Start-stop behaves erratically. Battery life is reduced significantly. The procedure: on Mazdas with I eLoop or advanced charging systems, battery registration requires a diagnostic scan tool accessing the battery management module. This is one of the few resets that benefits from a shop visit, but the cost is minimal: $20 to $40 for battery registration alone for standard Mazdas without advanced charging. After battery replacement, perform the full PCM reset from reset number 1. This allows the charging system to recalibrate to the new battery without specific registration. What it fixes: erratic charging after battery replacement, electrical gremlins after new battery installation, reduced battery lifespan, start-stop malfunctions. The master reset sequence. Sometimes one reset isn't enough. If you've just replaced the battery, had major work done, or bought a used Mazda with unknown history, run through multiple resets in this sequence. Start with the PCM reset as the foundation. Follow immediately with the idle relearn after the PCM relearn drive. Perform the throttle body relearn on the next cold start. Reset the TPMS during the PCM relearn drive. Complete the window relearn immediately after battery reconnect. Reset the steering angle sensor during the relearn drive. Perform the AC reset after the engine reaches operating temperature. Relearn the sunroof while parked after the relearn drive. Set up the fuel economy monitor at the next fill-up. Handle battery registration if applicable to your model. Following this sequence after any major service or battery replacement gets every system back to optimal calibration in a single afternoon. And if you want the complete guide to maintaining every system in your Mazda for maximum reliability, grab your 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint from the link in the description. It covers these procedures in detail, along with every maintenance interval that keeps your Mazda running perfectly for hundreds of thousands of miles. The bottom line: 10 resets, $0, dozens of problems solved. The PCM reset fixes rough, idle, poor economy, and erratic shifting. The idle relearn restores smooth operation after any engine work. The throttle body relearn eliminates hesitation and stumbling. The TPMS reset clears false tire pressure warnings. The window relearn restores one-touch function after battery replacement. The steering angle reset fixes stability control warnings after suspension work. The AC reset often restores full cold air without a single repair dollar spent. The sunroof relearn fixes auto close and one-touch issues instantly. The fuel economy reset turns your dashboard into an engine health monitor. The battery registration reset protects your new battery and charging system. Before you call the dealer and hand over $150, run through these resets. Most of the time, the problem is a calibration issue, not a failed component, and calibration issues cost you nothing to fix. Your Mazda is a sophisticated machine that occasionally needs to be reminded of its factory settings. Now you know exactly how to do that yourself. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.